we've spotted a gnome in that direction. Now, this isn't where this video was meant to start, but if we don't see the end of tonight, right now, we are in grave danger. We weren't meant to see them this early. They might be onto us. We need to be careful. See you on the other side. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Cracked and I'm here with Vince Richardson. He's my cameraman for today and tomorrow and my best friend as of today. We're walking to go rabbit hunting, but they don't realize, the people we're going to be with don't realize we aren't going to be hunting rabbits. We're going after the Perth gnome population, which has been rising to awful levels. And they've been brutally murdering anyone in their path. I heard that call. Now, if you ever hear something like that is a gnome, and you need to be careful. I think it was the car. The gnomes, they can blend in. You might think that's not a very common sound, but trust me, when you hear it, it'll be too late for you to realize what it is. So, I'm here to talk to you about my gnome research. Today is the day before our big gnome hunt. We are going with 2 other people who are currently not knowing that we're gnome hunting. I've been researching for a long time on gnome hunting. I have a journal now, but I haven't written all too much in it as my documentation hasn't been too factually based yet. What I have as of today, you can see we have a gnome. I don't know what their faces look like, but they wear tunic-like clothes and they appear like a short and small person. For years I have been researching this topic. Since I was a young boy at 11, I'd heard about the gnomes. Myth, legend, right? Let me ask you this. How does a bunch of countries spread all across the world with little to none interaction with each other make up the same little story about a young boy wearing a hat? They're real, and they're everywhere. Every day you leave your home, there is a chance you get attacked by gnomes. Recently, it has come to my attention that there may be another creature, goblins. Right now, the first documented gnome sighting is in the 16th century in Switzerland. They travelled all across Europe, or were always there and were just slowly seen more and more across countries. Now, it must be asked, a lot of these countries had no connection to any other country. How could they have come up with the gnome? All across these countries, one gnome, right? We just had a close call. I am scared for my life right now. We've just witnessed what could quite possibly be one of the rare gnome men. They could be anybody. They are 3, 4, even 5, though those ones are really tall, in a trench coat, okay? If you see somebody that looks strangely average, not attractive, not ugly, little to no truly negative features, that could very well be a gnome person. They hide amongst us, they speak almost normally, but they always miss out on a couple important details. If you see someone who is your friend, and you see that their appearance starts to shift their speech starts to change. Your friend is dead. And the person you're talking to is 4 gnomes in a trench coat.
Now, we have a couple different things that I've seen. We have here. This symbol I have seen across so many places. It seems to relate to gnomes. I've been keeping track of it. It appears to be an upside down T or an upside down cross if you believe in Christianity. That says a lot. With a little widget there. There's always a little mark to the side. I don't know what that is.
It's quite nice. So, how much more walking do we need to do?
About 2 kilometers.
I think I'm gonna freeze by the end of it.
Same.
The other thing is, I believe, especially since my forest visit when I was young, gnomes tend to hide, kind of. They don't always live there. They sometimes burrow, they sometimes hide in small places. They live in these burnt forests. Now, I'm not certain about this, but if you see one of these, there is a good chance that if you go deep enough into them, you will find a true, honest-to-God gnome hideout.
They have animals. Animal gnomes. That lion could have come up here and killed us. Who knows how long we're gonna last up here.
I have some journal entries, if we have a look here. These are 2 things. We have a memory that is in my head for the longest time. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when I close my eyes, this is what I see looking back at me. And once, very recently, before I had met Vince here, I had gone on a hunt alone, first hunt, and I was chased by a gnome. This gnome I later captured, the very same gnome. This is what I first saw when I saw it.
Frostbite setting in. We're barely near there. But this is the most important day of our life. I have specifically picked for it to be in winter that we go gnome hunting. My research is at its peak. Any more and I would need to go hunting, which is what we're doing today. Today is a icy, cold day, and the gnome's least favorite day. Now us, it's not our favorite either, but it's worth it to catch some motherfucking gnomes.
It's not a gnome, but it's close.
See, why aren't we scared of this one, right? I think it's pretty obvious. When you look at your normal garden gnome, there are some things you need to tell before you decide whether it's a gnome or not. First, does it look like it could be a creature? Easily, we can take that one out. Gnomes, they can hide in people's gardens to research. They don't do much else. You'll never see one attack unless you attack it. There's been a few
Not in a garden
sightings
anyway.
recorded on camera of a gnome slipping up. You'll see these footage, men screaming in pain because of the gnomes. Those bitches. I suppose you might want to hear a little bit more about me. Me, I'm a researcher of gnomes. But why? When I was 8, I'm a drone. Grandmother was killed by a gnome. I love her. She was my everything. Those fuckers took her away. So for the rest of my life, my short and sweet life, because I know about the gnomes, I am going to get them, and I will kill them. All of them. For her. See you on the other side, Grandma. Our journey has almost put us at our final location, which I will not reveal for the safety of my viewers. This tree is a family of gnomes. You might not see them at first. You might not see them ever. But in this tree are gnomes.
They're there. I can see them.
It's mainly small ones, which is why we aren't seeing too much movement. The younglings. They're about the same size as the other gnomes. They don't work like humans do in sex and birthing. We should keep moving. We're almost there. We're arriving at the hill. This is where we're beginning our hunt. It's a peaceful place. But in those trees, that way, anyway. No. We aren't safe here. Once we enter that forest, we're in their territory.
The group isn't here to meet us.
We could be on our own here, which is fine. They weren't going to help us with gnome hunting anyway, but it could have been that help we needed. Sun's beaming.
Saw one, I fucking saw one!
Alright, we waited long enough, and our friends should be over soon. They're on our way 4 minutes ago, so it is what it is. We'll see them soon. Record the thing. Zoom in.
They're over there.
Let's go.
They think we're going after rabbits.
The gnomes! The gnomes!
The pepper spray. Okay. I have sandwiches in here. I have the Biscoff spread, so I did the Biscoff. See?
Doesn't do much against gnomes, but
And
it's
then
still a
also
good thing to
pocket knife,
have.
like a really small pocket knife.
Yeah, it's still
Stole it
dangerous,
from my
people.
mom.
That's a gnome footprint. They slant their feet and kick inward to the ground. Like that. They kick sand up. If you keep watching, see? Right? Then they try and walk on other people's footprints. You can see there was a big slip up here. Another gnome footprint. There's one that might be there that could just be sand. That's definitely a gnome footprint. So keep track of that when you go hiking. Look out for these and avoid them. You aren't experienced gnome hunters like me.
Yeah, guys, I don't see any rabbits.
See that shiny residue there? You might not spot it. That, it's over here, is grade A gnome piss. Unironically, you spotted gnome piss.
Disgusting.
Power over there, probably inhabited by gnomes. Keep it going, man. We can't get distracted for too long. No. Oh! Holy shit, that actually is a gnome sculpture!
There's that and this.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
that's a gnome watering
Is that a
hole.
gnome chair?
No, it's where the gnomes get their water from. Are
You seem
a
to
dumbass?
know a lot about gnomes.
I do.
Surprising amount. A lot more
Yeah.
than we thought.
Yeah, we thought you didn't get it. I think you do get it.
Oh, yeah.
This is connected directly to the sewers. The gnomes have a very, very well-made filtration method. They take our piss. The gnomes are taking our fucking piss, and they're filtering it, and they're drinking it, and we are losing out on most of our water as well. They've broken in through this system. If you see one of these, gnomes are nearby. Be very careful. Sometimes they hide in there waiting for people to get close, so let's not get too close. See the tree? Okay. Over there, there is a lint of a tree. That's a perfect place for gnomes. They're quiet, and there isn't too big of a field, so their other problem will stay. We can go over there, and we can see very quiet if we can spot a gnome. Run! 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 They're coming! Run! Shit! Fuck! Fuck! Shit!
Come on. We can get back.
There were at least 5 of them there. Looks like they were just giving us a warning sign. What's so funny?
We nearly got killed and they're laughing about Among Us.
Among Us is pretty funny though.
It is.
Maybe we need to take a page out of their book and start laughing about something. It looks like gnomes, right? I can't explain this. This isn't in any of my research.
Maybe it's some sort of like ritual thing.
That makes sense. But we can't confirm yet. Keep track of this. I forgot to bring my book.
Oh.
Whatever. We didn't have a pen anyway. Let's keep it going, guys. Those stumps could be something. 3 stumps, one after the other. Gnomes aren't very common for breaking down trees, so...
Need your help.
That's a mother's gnome footprint. The mother gnome is the leader. It's never a woman though. They call her the mother gnome. If you ever hear mother gnome, run, you are in grave danger.
How do you
Don't they
know
have
mother
like a
gnome?
different language?
Yeah, how do you
Yeah,
know
it goes like...
Okay.
That's, hello, what can I do for you today?
It's sort of like the kanji you see in Japanese and Chinese and Mandarin, in that it's sort of about the strokes, about each line. It's very interesting. The language itself, it's sort of like a bird call. You really need to know how to perform it deep from the voice. Gnomes are sort of built with that.
One time I captured a gnome and I locked it in my cellar. Half a cellar.
How did it get away?
It didn't. It died.
Oh.
It asked for food. I didn't know what to give it. It told me. And in exchange, it gave me a lot of my research. That was my breakthrough. It taught me some of its language. It taught me about the mother gnome. And it taught me how to capture another gnome. That gnome's name was... Shit, I remember it. Which translates to Kevinary.
His name was Kevinary, and he taught me a lot of the stuff I know now. He taught me how a lot of gnomes work. He confirmed a lot of my theories on gnome traps. He told me about this mother gnome. So I wrote about him.
So we're in very dangerous territory. Somewhere around here could be the gnome's hideout.
Good thing you have a pocket knife.
That is a very good thing. And pepper spray, though that's only really useful to people. Gnomes are quite well immune to pepper spray.
This always weirds me out. Between April 23rd and March 14th, a bit out of order, I don't really care. My memory is quite hazy. I get general glimpses of Kevinary, of random events, people, but it comes back April 23rd. At some point, I can't seem to remember the date, Kevinary passed away. I hadn't journalized almost anything he said. I had to write all of it in post, so hopefully this gnome hunt will confirm a lot of my theories. But Kevinary has passed away. I wasn't able to keep him any healthy, and this was when I met my new friend, Richardson.
I don't know, some things here, they don't add up. They don't match with what I've researched in the room. There's something here. Something new.
But it's my book. I made the sandwiches. You don't know how to cook.
I don't know what to do.
I made half the sandwiches, Bob.
Richardson hadn't met or seen or interacted with any sort of gnomes, but he'd heard legends, myths, whatever. So he was pretty easy to convince to help me. He's a videographer, so I drew some stuff. I tend to just scribble random ideas I have. It's just strange to me. Okay. So, tomorrow our hunt begins. You would have already seen some of it. Hopefully, it goes to plan. Hopefully I don't go insane or something fucking stupid. I don't fucking know. After that, we'll be heading to my house to finish off. We'll give a final synopsis. Probably just record that on my phone instead of with his camera. Bye.
I found something. See that?
What is it?
Look, What does that remind you of? It's over there. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They're burning trees. In a ritualistic manner. Presumably. Oh, big spider web there. We don't want to go through there.
I'm always right.
We have found a gnome home. They've gathered human objects. They've stolen them from other people. This is where the gnomes live. We'll see if we can loop back around and get inside. But that's going to be very unlikely. Looks like this might have been someone's home for a while. Not theirs anymore. Holy shit! Holy fucking shit. We found a gnome hideout. This is where gnomes will stay to trap humans. Gnomes will call them, they'll enter, and then they'll ambush them. You see how there's two there? And one here, right? If someone were to go in here, they would get captured. If someone were to go in here, they would try and loop back around, push them out there, and capture them. If someone were to go in one of these two, same story. This one looks like it's more of a hole for the gnome that they can live in. Or a nice shade and kind of doorway. Same with that one. This one is much bigger. This looks like this might have been the mother gnome's home when they were just a small troop, so it looks like they've got a much bigger. More traps. These are more consistently in a row. Now, how could gnomes make this? They didn't. These are human built. The gnomes have occupied this area. If we look over there, that's where that gnome hideout is. Let's see. We could have moved with it. It could be an unoccupied gnome territory. That's very plausible. The gnomes! The fucking gnomes! At any moment, a bunch of gnomes will come back here. They've stolen so much from people. Run! No! We heard that call! Oh shit! We heard that call! It was a... That was them. Fucking them. We didn't see any though. Could have been a false alarm, but I think they were warning us. More traps. More traps. See the graffiti on there? Not graffiti. Fuck! Gnome graffiti. This... I don't know what this is, but it's clearly gnome structure. They take existing structures and they break them apart into something new. My research doesn't explain what this is, but you can see there's graffiti over this. Someone has destroyed this gnome, whatever it is. You have graffiti on this side, that side, inside. It looks like they weren't protecting their area very well. That's important. This area isn't well protected. There may be gnomes here, but they're not working very well. And a couple of who knows what could just graffiti this. We need to keep moving. We need to find their new hideout. You see that gnome? There's actually a gnome there. We all need to be very fucking quiet. Okay. I'm going to warn it off with my voice. Alright? I'm going to pretend to be another gnome and tell it that there's danger. Yep. It just ran away. Gnome sighting. It ran away. stolen metal plating, tree that they pushed over. What we were looking at was the stump of a tree that they had ritualistically burned, perhaps to warn.
There's something over there, guys.
Yeah, there's a... I saw that earlier, there's a metal pole. I was about to bring it up.
Yeah.
It's a sign or something.
Oh my god, there is no gnome Jesus. They don't believe in Christianity, they believe in their gnome religions.
But still, that is kind of weird.
Careful of spider webs, man.
Yeah. Is there any explanation for what that is?
I know the symbol. I've seen this symbol before, spray painted. It's a upside down T with a small line across it. See here, I've seen that before. I always thought it was just a mistake, but right before the small line, they add a little line there. That's that. We've only seen a 3D object in 2D. We're almost at the Gnome Hideout. We're getting closer. Much closer. It was a T upside down, first mistake. There was a rod through it, another mistake, and there was a widget. There's a widget here, but it was on one side, that's wrong, and the widget, we've already confirmed, is because it was another rod that we weren't able to see. This is completely wrong.
Maybe there's 2 colonies of gnomes.
No. That's consistent with all gnomes. This isn't a gnome thing. This is something trying to pretend to be a gnome.
Some of that rock over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that as well.
This way. We've got a burrow down there. And this. Remember that graffiti we all saw and how that gnomes let them get away with that?
Yeah.
What if they didn't? What if the kid that was graffitiing something was stolen by the gnomes while he was graffitiing it? He thought he was all safe, and the gnomes took him
Oh my god.
and took his spray paint so they could write. Let me see if I can read this. I've read gnome text before. Kevinary. This says Kevinary. This is a gravestone for Kevinary, the gnome that died in my cellar.
They know you got to him. There's something else over there.
Is this?
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Not just here.
Holy shit! There's a lot of car parts here. Look, that's just an entire car. Where did they get the... How could they have taken an entire car? Some people were attacked by gnomes while driving and they fell into here. The gnomes ripped apart the scraps and have been scattering them around. The gnomes killed some people. This right here is new. They were recently made this. They know I'm here. This is about me. This one here. They know we're here. Me, you, and you two. This is a warning towards us that if we don't stop now, they'll be hunting us. And here, if we look, what do we have? We have trail, leaf. What's that mean? What's that mean? Have a look in a second. Leaf. What's that mean? What's that mean? Leaf. They know our face.
Oh shit.
For the rest of their life. For the rest of our life, they will know who we are. We need to move. Where's the symbol? See on the top right there, right? It's smaller and it goes into a big wad there. It's a oval. This is a person's face. Ours. They're trying to get the point across. These right here, these are grade A gnome traps. We've got the burrows that they were hiding under. We're hiding under there, so if anyone comes close, they have room for food, water, everything they need to survive. God, I don't know if I can do this much longer.
We can make it through.
The gnomes, they fucking killed my grandma!
We will avenge your grandma.
Guys, I bet you're wondering why I'm so interested in the gnomes. You know, when I was 8 years old, me and my grandma, we were very close. We were out hiking one day and he was killed by gnomes and I had to find my way home.
Oh my god, a gnome! Made you look.
That's not funny.
Not funny! They killed my fucking grandma!
That's like bread. That's like bread.
More metal. There's nothing there.
You was getting
Fucking
PTSD.
The
anyway!
gnomes aren't here.
You was getting PTSD from when your grandma died.
Stop!
A loser.
Let's go further ahead. We need to get away from them for a sec.
Where are they? Gnome burrow! They're here! We found it! We found the hideout! I've been looking for this. This is where it is. This is where they fucking live. I found you, gnomes! Ah!
Do you think maybe we should stop for today?
Ah! Ah! Come on and face me! Ah! I'll kill you! All of you!
Alright, calm down. We need to...
Ah! No! Get away!
Stop trying to get them for a sec. Just maybe find somewhere to sit down.
Ah!
No. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. I think maybe we should go home. Come back another time next week.
Leave me alone! I'm almost there and you want to leave? We come back and there'll be none of them, they're all moved. We need to go now! Fucking God, because I'm gonna fucking kill them. Every last fucking one of them. Ah!
Come on, there's some,
Get off me!
there's some funny metal things up there. Come on.
Get off! I see her! I see her! You're alive!
Oh my god.
So we've made it back home after a long day gnome hunting. Looks like we had some fun. To conclude, our forest trip went relatively well, but did confirm a lot of my theories, but it does seem like the gnomes know about us. A very worrying thing to conclude. For now, we can jam out to music and hope for the best. In future, I believe we'll be going gnome hunting again soon, perhaps to the same location, perhaps to another, and we'll try and explore deeper into locations we are yet to have gone to. Maybe we'll find an honest-to-God, usable gnome hideout. But for now, see you on the other side.